So, the Lions. And for as much as you want to paint it that, I hate all the local teams. No, I hate losing. It's not personal. It's just business. I want to defend the Lions on something here. And it's just, I think ESPN, I know ESPN is garbage. And by and large, they're just suffering because all their talented people leave. Anyone who can leave does. And you're left with this content farm where most of it is akin to fresh, warm manure. Well, they put out their 3-year future rankings for the NFL. I said, well, I'll be your Huckleberry. Let me click on that. That sounds interesting. A 3-year prospectus on every team in the league. Okay. So I'm thinking, all right, Lions have a new GM who comes very well regarded, right? Brad Holmes had a sharp offseason, seems to have a good head on his shoulders, executed a few nice trades. They got a coach who, look, Rico and I aren't thrilled about biting kneecaps and putting on space helmets, but even this week, getting high marks from players about understanding the coach relationship player thing, right? Then you factor 2 first-round picks in the upcoming draft, 2 first-round picks in the year after, 4 over the next 2. They got an extra 3rd this year. They drafted what some people consider to be one of the 3 best players in the draft this year with Penei Sewell. Feel good about it. They're building from the trenches. I go, okay, let me start. Uh-oh. What? That's not fair. Now, my point is, I started scrolling down this thing, and I said this to you. A successful rebuild in the NFL can happen in 2 years, but by the 3rd year, you got to make playoffs. That's how it works in the NFL. Now, this year, they're going to be garbage juice. We know this. Next year, depending on what dominoes fall or not, maybe they flirt. Maybe they go win 7 or 8 games. But by year 3, you'll be a playoff team. So I'm thinking future rankings. I think they're going to be in the playoffs in 3 years. Okay, let me start scrolling. They're not in the top 5. They're not in the top 10. And I go, all right, well, maybe people aren't as high on the way this has begun as we have been. They're not in the top 15. Just keep scrolling down. They're not in the top 20. Oh, my God, they're not in the top 25, and I'm starting to get angry. And then they're not in the top 30. They have the Detroit Lions 3-year prospectus, number 31 in all of football, ahead of the Houston Texans, who, if I may remind you, have, no draft capital, have no head coach, have no GM, have a deranged pastor as, Peter Baelish behind closed doors. Their quarterback is embroiled in a civil suit for potentially being a creepazoid. How can you compare the Detroit Lions situation in any way, shape, or form to the Houston Texans? I said up front all the things the Lions have going for them. What do the Houston Texans have going for them outside of a better helmet? Nothing. I just thought it was lazy by ESPN. I thought it was actually unfair to a team that I quite often take shots at. I think they have a decent 3-year prospectus here. I do. Did anyone else read this article and get upset like I did? No. That's not fair, and you know it. That's not fair.
Throw the flag. Throw the challenge. Because it is fair, Mike. In 3 years, you're talking playoffs.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Who's the quarterback? He's not on this roster yet.
That's Sam Howell.
So if he comes, you're saying in year 2, he's going to lead this team to the playoffs.
Oh, no.
That's not happening.
No. Year 2, they'll struggle. We'll do a QB change mid-year. Baby hands will get released.
He's not here this year.
Right.
That's year 1.
Year 2, he plays.
Year 2, he gets drafted.
No. He's going to get drafted this year.
No. But, Mike, they're including this year.
Right.
This year counts.
Right.
So that's 1 year.
Okay.
Next year, he gets drafted.
And plays.
And in year 3,
they
you're
make the
saying
playoffs.
He's going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Man, you on that.
That's the Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson plan. That's the plan. Hold on. 4 first-round picks the next 2 years. An offensive line that features all of their good linemen under the age of 25 and signed. There's a foundation being built.
It doesn't matter. You have to have a QB, and you don't have one. he's not on the roster. So how can you have this positive outlook for somebody who doesn't exist yet?
Because they're going to get him. They're going to get him this year. Can I throw the number out? Can we try? Can we try?
You can. 1-800-LIONS?
248-539-9797. I thought ESPN was rather unfair. Now, David, you're a Steelers guy. You don't have a dog in the fight. You're from Detroit, but you bailed on the team. When you read the piece, did you honestly think, did you scroll to the bottom thinking the Lions would be second worst situation in the league? Let me tell you something. I would take the Lions situation, every pound, every penny, over my New York Giants the next 3 years. The Giants are in salary cap hell. The Lions are about to have more money than they know what to do with after this season.
Giants
don't have a quarterback.
They got a quarterback.
Have a $20 million running back on a blown ACL and no offensive line.
They got a quarterback, Mike. That's the thing. If you don't have a quarterback in this league, you're not winning. If the Lions had taken Justin Fields, then you would have an argument. I would say, okay, you got somebody who you could develop by year 3. Yes, your guy is not here yet.
I need help.
He's not here.
I need to talk to the people. I need the people.
He's trying to work out an NIL contract in college.
This is a hostage situation at this point, but I will fight the good fight here. 248-539-9797. David, I mean, you're a man of God. You can't have this visceral response to this. Do you mean to tell me you agree with him that ESPN was dead nuts on about the Lions' 3-year prospectus?
You can flop them in the Texans. Okay, I can live with that. So now you're the worst. I don't
So
care.
you're saying they have the dead last?
No. I'm saying you could put them ahead of the
Texans. They are. They're 31.
Okay, then that's about right.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought they should be top 25 at least, maybe 25th.
Here, let me add to this. Let me add to it. They got a better future than the Chicago Bears. Bears are in a cap nightmare. The Bears have no offensive line. The Bears have a proven turd of a head coach and a turd of a GM. And defensively, they are over the hill. And the erosion has already started because of the Khalil Mack contract. You, here in Detroit, have a better 3-year prospectus than the Bears.
And the Bears are 27th here.
Go ahead.
No, Mike.
Forward down the field, my ass.
You don't, Mike. What's the foundation of the team? T.J. Hawkinson and...
The offensive line. Hold on. Okay. The offensive line. Mm-hmm. A huge amount of draft capital. Mm-hmm. A great salary cap situation starting after this season. Mm-hmm. A new coach and a new GM with runway.
Right, but you're basically saying they have to do all of this turnaround in 2 seasons.
That's how it works.
You're already handicapped. This year counts, and this year is a throwaway because you got a quarterback who is not a part of your future, but you extended him for an extra year. You don't have it. Yes, right now, on paper, I agree with this.
David, is this what it feels like when you fall on your knees and pray to God? Can somebody help me with a brain? Can somebody who doesn't just openly want to bleep on this team help me in this city?
I'm looking at it through I'm being logical. I'm looking at the numbers.
Half the bad teams in this league have a salary cap situation that they can't get out of.
Right, but here's the problem. You have a QB who's not a part of your plan.
It's great. I can move on from him.
It's the 3-year. It's not the 5-year. If it was a 5-year, I would give you that saying, okay, new guy comes in, and I'm giving him a little bit of time.
Their prospectus,
you want him to come in, and you're thinking they're drafting Patrick Mahomes next year, and he's just going to leave them.
Their prospectus is that they are 500 or slightly above 500 in year 3. They've added a playoff team. That means you have a top half prospectus in the league. To put them at 31 is lazy. And it always happens to us. Like, I'll bag on our teams, but I live here. And I'm here every day. ESPN does this. They're doing the same diarrhea with this Cade Cunningham thing, trying to trade our draft pick from underneath us. They're only doing that because it's us.
Mike,
if that were the Lakers with the number 1 pick, there'd be no talk about who could trade for the number 1 pick. Let me help you. Nobody.
But he'd have LeBron on his team.
Oh, my God. Okay.
We got Sadiq Bey. I think there's a difference. LeBron, Sadiq, Mike.
I want to get hit by a vacuum.
You don't.
Can someone vacuum at a high speed and just take me out?
Have a QB here. That's why. You're throwing away this year. That means in 2 years, you're saying this team is going to be good.
Yes.
You have to catch lightning in a bottle for that to happen.
I disagree. Okay, timeout. I'm citing real life examples of how quickly it happens. I'm giving you real stuff. Listen, the Chargers, they lost the best quarterback in the history of their franchise, a Hall of Famer. They transitioned with a rookie, ready to roll.
Did they make the playoffs?
Whoa, year one with a rookie.
Right.
The Buffalo Bills went.
But Mike, you're making my point. You don't have a quarterback this year.
We're gonna get one.
In year 2, you probably won't make the playoffs. You're banking it all on year 3 that the Red Sea will part and this
I'm going to have a second-year
here.
quarterback. I'm going to have 4 first-round picks in a 2-year spread, and I'm going to have one of the best cap situations in the league. I'm going to have a top 5 offensive line. I'll have a good tight end. I don't want to hear about this Pro Bowl stuff because I don't think Hawkinson is nearly as good as some of you dopes do.
Did he make the Pro Bowl?
I don't care. 17 tight ends got hurt. My point is, he's good. We'll leave it there. I just think ESPN was absolutely unfair. 248-539-9797. Go ahead, Rico.
No, I think ESPN was fair, Mike. You're doing what college fans do with recruits. Look at these guys coming in. They're going to be good. We don't know who's coming in. We don't know who the Lions are going to draft. But you're telling me, they got all these picks, and I know they're going to bring in all these players. No.
It's a 15.
No,
that might be an illegal flag
what
there.
Are you, Orlando Brown? You can't throw that back at me.
That is not an illegal flag. Tell me how it's different from saying about all the recruits that are going to come into a college, and you're talking about all these players who are going to get picked.
I'm building a situation where the positives far outweigh the negatives. I'm not saying they're going to get Mahomes. I'm not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl. I'm saying I watched the broke penis Cleveland Browns go from being the worst football team in history with a dumbass as a head coach to being one of the best teams in the league. It absolutely can happen. They had the cap situation. They had the draft capital. They got a QB, offensive line, and they got good. It can happen here. If it can happen for Cleveland, it can happen for us.